Shalom, Yasha Allah. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful Lekdakim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp. And I wanted to make this lesson based on, the travels that I've recently had, going out of town, to Portland, and then passing through Portland, really just there for a couple days, and then onto the coast, the Oregon coast. But on my way there, we stopped at a couple places, because we stayed in town. Because I used to live out there. I used to live out in Portland. I went to school out there. I have family out there, so it's not just some random location. But the point is that my woman was looking at different areas to go look and explore, whatever, check out. And she found this nature park that you had to go and pay. And so the story is, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, let's go check it out. And as I get there, I come to find out that it's actually run by the Catholic Church, and they actually own the land and they actually have it set up. So I wasn't really thinking too much of it. So I was like, oh, okay, of course, if it's run by a private institution, i.e. the Catholic Church, they ain't going to let you in unless you pay. So we go through the gift shop, which was full of idolatry items, selling all different type of, they had a whole wall dedicated to rosaries, just for, and the majority of people there was all Northern Kingdom, man, Northern Kingdom Jake, Issachar, Ephraim, whatever. We know that they're joined to that false prophet, that false religion, one of the three unclean spirits, man, i.e. being that Catholic Church, being that Catholicism, the universalism that got our people mixed up in the idolatry, in the sense of that's what they really believe as that's how you worship God. Because I saw hella Jake come with flowers, man, big ass bouquets of roses and flowers that they're putting on these altars, in which I took pictures of. I didn't go up to these altars, man. I was just taking pictures because as you go through this park, it forces you to walk past certain things and look at, and there's certain things that caught my attention because, Jake is always looking at things through the spirit, and based on what we know in this truth as the truth, and so these false images and the different type of idolatry that we see, man, we see right through that. And I just wanted to make a lesson because I wanted to share my experience and show you that, hey, the Catholic Church really does, put that idolatry to the max. And that's the only thing that I kept circling around in my spirit, that how much idolatry is around it, and actually putting up these images and thinking that these works of man's hands are consecrated. This is Deuteronomy 4:27. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord Yahweh shall lead you. Because when you're spread out, man, you're not strong. You'll succumb to whatever is around you, and i.e. these heathen nations' paganism. Deuteronomy 4:28, and this is the point. And there ye shall serve gods, lowercase g, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. And we know that that's what these idols are, that they so-called consecrate as holy. And I'm going to show you these images that I saw and walked past, after these scriptures. But I want to get, that bread and butter. This is Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And that wood and stone and making these images is something that stuck out to me the most, man. Like I said, I saw it was a nature park, but I'm going through, so yeah, we understand that we're not gonna be over righteous, man. If there's a nature park, you fucking had to go in, pay the tickets already. I'm not gonna be like, I didn't go up to the altars, but there's just things that stuck out to me, and I was like, I'm gonna do a lesson on this for sure. But as we were walking through this park, one of the first images is Yahweh Shai, carrying the cross, and obviously it looked like Caesar Borgia. But then you had a fucking Northern Kingdom Jake right here making a fucking rap video in front of this video, man. So even things that they believe in, they don't even respect, man. And you had these other heathen nations coming in as well, because I saw an Ethiopian family, and they're just looking at Jake like, God damn, like, what the fuck you doing, man? You making a rap video fucking playing music and shit like a fucking dumbass, man. And guess what? You had Judah that was the one behind the camera recording Jake, man. You know, so again, man, it just stuck out to me, man. When you see things like that, it's all through the spirit, man. And just things like that stick out. And I wanted to show you this area that you have to walk through to get through the park, because this is the area where they hold an actual Sunday service. You know, you had, look, guess, Northern Kingdom right there sitting down. Northern Kingdom walking around, man. You know, all right here, man. And this is a huge area for them to look at this idol that I'm going to show you next. And this is called the Grotto. You know, you have Jake and Ephraimites coming and laying roses down in front of this damn idol, man. And this whole idol fucking shit is all put up on the Mother Mary. And I have another picture that I'll show you that she's holding Yahweh Shai. You know, and they even have another one up here. It's hard to see, but they have another one right at the top. Look, and you can see all the candles on each side. So again, man, and I wanted to show you this stone right here that they have, this cube that somebody came and brought flowers to already. You know, this is just a close-up image to it. But what it has here on the top stuck out to me. It said, "Attention, this is a sacred and consecrated altar. Please do not sit, stand, place any object on top. Thank you." So how do they consecrate it? They do a whole ritual, man. So again, the idolatry is real. And you see, you know, Northern Kingdom right here, you know, paying homage or whatever. You see all these bouquets of flowers, man. And we know Jake does this, man. But when you see it with your eyes, you're just like, God damn it. This is about as close as I wanted to get to that shit, man. But again, look, another thing that stuck out is they have a 7-point menorah right there. You know? And this is, look, Mary holding Yahweh Shai. Idolatry, man. Here, I'll zoom in and hold still so y'all can look. Idolatry. And this has been here since like the very beginning founders of Portland. Again, you can see all the bouquets of flowers. That's hella money right there, man. All the candles with other little idols on it. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit, man. Jake threw, man. This is why Jake ain't gonna get out of that until the missiles come. And then another area that they had at the top of this park was a huge overlooking thing, and the whole statues that they had there were images of Mary holding Yahweh Shai after he got sacrificed. And no Catholic park is without a what? An obelisk, man. I ran across an obelisk while I was there, and these are all just things that, and I'm just showing you, Jake, to show you the blatant paganism that these institutions have, and how it shows in scriptures how we're supposed to not, you know, follow these things, man. They got a phallic symbol right here, which is a big old dick right here. It says, "May peace prevail on earth." That's what that fucking thing says on it. But this is Hosea 4:17. "Ephraim is joined to idols, let him alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom. Continually her rulers with shame do love give ye. The wind hath bound her up in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices." Because, hey, man, Ephraim is going to realize that all these different religions, Christianity being one of them as well, just because, minus the idols, man, Christianity and Catholicism is damn near the fucking same thing. You know, idolatry. And I wanted to show you that that's just going to show you how bad fucking Jake got it, man. And that's even in the law. I'm going to get it, man. This is right at the top. Right at the top. Leviticus 26:1. "Ye shall make ye no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image. Neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am the Lord Yahweh, your power." So what do you think they do here, man? They worship and they bow down to it. They worship and they bow down to this cube right here, man. This little square that they have in the center. What do you think they do there, man? So-called consecrated altar. And so if you continue, another thing that stuck out to me was the image that they had in one of their side things. Because these are like little mini houses. What you're looking at was about as big as this little house was. But as I got close to it, I realized, man, look what they got. They got a melanated Yahweh Shai and Mary, man. So they know the truth. And they use these other images obviously to distort the truth by painting him a whitewash color. But I just wanted to show you that they do know the truth. They put these images out there, and the Catholic Church gets a lot of money from these places, man. You know, so I just want to show you that there's a high idolatry area, man. And I'm not gonna lie, Salakia Yashar Allah, this lesson may be a little sped up. This is the second time I've done this lesson. You know, I got an interruption, you know, about 3/4 of the way through. But I just wanted to show this information to show you that, hey, man, I seen it with my eyes. The amount of idolatry that these Jake will go to, and the extremes that they'll go to for the idolatry that they partake in, man. You know, and it's sad. But I just wanted to, you know, share a little bit of, you know, my travels and seeing that actually with my eyes, that the Catholic Church, man, is fucking, it's through, man. We understand that they're one of the unclean spirits doing their job, but hey, man, we have to expose them. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying and you got something out of it and learned that, hey, man, the Grotto is a huge area in Portland. It's a 40-acre location, you know, a nature park to walk through that's owned by the Catholic Church that you go to, and you know you can see these images, you know. But again, man, it's all through the Spirit, and you know, hopefully this is edifying, you know, unto the elect, so that they can learn something else and see with their eyes that, hey, man, you know, it's proven facts, man. You know, I've seen it with my eyes, the images that they show you, and the type of pagan symbolism through the obelisks, the cubes, and all the Semiramis and Tammuz symbols that they had there, man. So again, Lord willing that this was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chachadash, and double honors to beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.